In an elusive realm where the threads of dreams and reality weave together to form the tapestry of the cosmos, Billie Eilish found herself in an enchanted arena. This wasn't any ordinary venue. It was a celestial stage, suspended between the veils of existence. Intricate crystalline platforms floated in the endless sky, each one shimmering with an ethereal glow from the setting sun. The arena was filled with an audience unlike any other. Celestial beings, ancient spirits, and enigmatic creatures from forgotten folklore sat in rapt attention. Their eyes, a myriad of colors, shapes, and sizes, were all focused on her. Yet, despite the awe-inspiring surroundings, Billie felt an inexplicable serenity. Could it be the iridescent waterfalls cascading down from nowhere, or the symphony of night-blooming flowers swaying to an unheard rhythm? As Billie stepped up to the ethereal microphone, an odd thing happened. The moon, suspended in an infinite twilight, began to hum a haunting, lilting melody. It was as if the universe was tuning its cosmic guitar, and she felt the pull to be its voice. Sometimes, a whisper can be louder than a scream, she softly told her audience, her words dancing across the void. It was an invocation, a benediction, an opening to something transcendent. Taking a deep breath, Billie started to sing. What came forth was unlike anything she or the assembled beings had ever experienced. Luminescent fireflies materialized from her breath, each one representing a note, a nuance, a feeling. They spread out into the void, illuminating the amphitheater in a dance of light and color. The crowd was mesmerized, as if each firefly carried a tiny fragment of their unspoken dreams. Billie's voice melded effortlessly with the moon's ethereal hum, creating a soundscape that was both haunting and comforting. It was a lullaby for the wounded, a hymn for the hopeful, a serenade for the universe. Each word, each melody seemed to take on a life of its own, a symbiotic harmony with the world around her. As she continued, she could feel a connection building. Each verse became an ethereal thread, weaving her closer to the very essence of the cosmos. Her eyes met a distant star, which twinkled as if giving her a cosmic wink. And in that moment, she realized something extraordinary. She was not just singing to an audience, she was part of a vast interstellar symphony. Overwhelmed by this newfound sense of interconnectedness, Billie felt the climax of her performance approaching. The crystalline platforms surrounding her started to resonate, as if they were ancient instruments awakened by her voice, their frequencies attuned to her melody, vibrating in mesmerizing patterns that turned into visual harmonics, painting the void with ripples of colorful light. The celestial beings, who had initially come as curious spectators, found themselves touched in inexplicable ways. The solemn deities smiled, the fierce spirits softened, and even the most enigmatic creatures seemed to unlock a hidden layer of their consciousness. It was a lullaby that did more than just comfort. It healed. As Billie reached the final resounding notes of her ethereal song, she felt the cosmos holding its breath. And then, in a whispered crescendo, she released it, allowing the last fireflies to burst forth from her lips, completing the celestial tapestry she'd woven with her voice. The audience erupted in a chorus of transcendent applause, their collective joy manifesting as clouds of iridescent sparkles that floated toward Billie, enveloping her in an otherworldly embrace. The moon, ever the silent guardian of the night, seemed to beam more radiantly than ever, as if whispering its gratitude. After all, it wasn't every evening that a celestial body was serenaded so beautifully. Billie took a final bow, a sense of fulfillment washing over her. The crystalline arena began to dissolve, each platform transforming into a delicate feather that descended gently towards Earth. Back in her room, Billie's eyes fluttered open. The boundaries between this reality and the one she'd just experienced seemed fluid. as if she dipped her toes into the pool of the infinite. Was it a dream? An astral concert? No definitions seemed to suffice. As she lay there, contemplating the magic of what had transpired, a soft glow filtered through her window, the comforting light of the moon now more familiar than ever. Just before her eyes closed and she drifted back to sleep, Billie heard a gentle hum echoing the tune she had sung in that distant realm. She smiled, comforted by the thought that somewhere, in some far-off dimension, her whispers in the moonlight had created a ripple of peace, a sigh of relief, a moment of unity in the vast and endless tapestry of the cosmos. And so, enveloped in the moon's silvery embrace, Billie Eilish drifted back to sleep, carrying with her the secret lullaby of the universe.